What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and today I want to give you guys my skirmishing guide. For those that don't know, a skirmish is a small fight that contains only a few people from both teams. Skirmishing is definitely the biggest thing when it comes to deciding solo queue games, as there are so many small fights all over the place, and this should hopefully be an awesome guide. Before I start, I just want to take a little bit of time to talk about my stream. So I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, with some awesome commentary over at twitch.tv/Jeremy_Gaming Curios, and I've been getting a lot of positive comments, so be sure to check it out and hit that follow button. And also this Sunday, November 3rd, I'll be doing a giveaway on the stream at 500 viewers. But not just any giveaway, no, this isn't lame $5 stuff. I'll be giving away a PAX JAX skin. But no, not just one PAX JAX skin, but a PAX JAX skin for every single server. That means a skin for NA, EU West, EU Northeast, Oceanic, and even the Korean servers will get a skin live on stream if we hit that magical 500 viewers mark. The stream starts at 10 AM Pacific Standard Time, which should hopefully be okay for all time zones. And one last thing before I start, just a major shout out to my man Oliver from buylolskins.com, as he is the one that gave me these skins to give away for you guys. So definitely check out his site. He sells a variety of rare skins at some pretty sexy prices, often cheaper than eBay, and he's got an awesome sale on bundles going on at the moment. And be sure to use the code GAMINGCurios to get 10% off your entire purchase from his shop. Once again, that's buylolskins.com, and I'll see you guys on the stream. Anyways, this is a guide to skirmishing, so let's get started. Now skirmishes, unlike a full team fight, are much less reliant on the initiation. This is because a solid initiation will not really be able to completely decide the fight in a skirmish, since there'll only be 1 or 2 teammates to follow up on that initiation, rather than 4 in a normal fight. A solid initiation is still of course a good idea, as it sets up positioning for your damage dealers, but it's not as crucial as it would be in team fights, since it does not deny the positioning for your opponents. Instead, what skirmishes are all about is kiting and baiting. Kiting itself is probably the strongest mechanic in the entire game. Kiting properly allows you to deal almost your full damage without taking any damage in return. Hell, kiting is why the support role exists in the first place. Kiting opponents in skirmishes is absolutely key, and is often the deciding factor in these fights. Be sure to use crowd control and range to their fullest potential, and kiting into things such as bushes to deny vision works really well too. In addition, baiting is also very strong in skirmishes. Although initiations will not decide a skirmish, a counter initiation may absolutely decimate one. The reason being is because a counter initiation denies all kiting potential of your opponents, while a normal initiation simply hinders the kiting potential of your opponents. Disengaging a fight and then having an extra member charge in with a flank or even just some crowd control can absolutely destroy a skirmish. Now, that is to say that it doesn't mean that the team that does the initiation is screwed. It's very easy to counter-initiate as the team who initially started the skirmish. One tip I can give for this actually came up on my stream, and it's to make sure that when you're re-engaging, you do it in the exact second that your cooldowns come up. And this works extremely well because a strong majority of players will slightly underestimate your cooldowns, since they believe themselves to be stronger than you, so you can take a huge advantage of that. And this tactic will often catch opponents by surprise, and you'll find that they simply just aren't timing your cooldowns properly, and reinitiating exactly when your cooldowns come up is a very solid tactic and works very often. Also, finding a way to create a pick is a very solid idea in skirmishes. Using crowd control to lock down squishy targets or to zone out opponents can work very well. Instead of fighting the fight 3v3, force or kite out in isolation and turn the fight into a 3v2 or even 3v1, leading to an easy victory. This can be done through use of kiting as well as solid CC mechanics. And an isolated target doesn't have to be something that is truly isolated from the rest of their team. It can still be a 3v3 fight, but if you hit that key Lux binding on your opponent and everyone just focuses them down, it can result in a pick on that target, as the binding created that isolation and exposed the vulnerability of that opponent. Alright, the last tip I can give for skirmishes is to make sure that you understand the pressure that opponents have when skirmishing. This means be aware of your opponent's map presence and locations if possible, so you know if someone is going to come in for a potential counter initiation or things like that. Remember that pressure comes from potential, and it's when your opponent has the potential to do something that would win the skirmish for them that pressure is created. Tons of skirmishes are won by simply just having an extra person show up at the right time, and you need to avoid being on the receiving end of that by understanding the power and the potential of your opponents in that situation. I can't really give you any specific tips for that, but it's still very important to just be aware of it. And my name is Jeremy, and that is it for my video on skirmishing. Please follow my stream at twitch.tv/Jeremy_gaming_Curios for updates on whenever I'm streaming. And remember that I will have a PAX JAX giveaway this Sunday, November 3rd, starting at 10 a.m. once we hit 500 viewers. And of course, I'd love if you could support me with a like, or join me on my North American chat room Gaming Curios, which I'm always in when I go online. Please subscribe for more awesome content in the future if you enjoyed this video, and I'd love it if you could follow me on Facebook or Twitter, of which I will have links in the description. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.